One day ago, we pulled anchor and set sail from Costa Rica. Our next destination is Isla Tigre in Honduras, tucked inside the Gulf of Fonseca. Our first day of sailing was blissful, with calm seas and a spectacular dolphin show. With one more day of sailing in front of us, we were eager to see what we would find in Honduras. Good morning. It's a little after 5 a.m. Gary let me sleep much longer than he should have, which was really nice. But it was a really quiet, calm night, and that's nice. And we're just moving along at 4 knots. We have 104 miles to go. So if we can maintain this speed, that'll be perfect for us arriving at sunrise in the morning. I'm gonna go down and pour a coffee. I actually made coffee. I made iced coffee. So I don't even have to fumble with a coffee this morning. It's a new trick I tried, pre-make coffee. Well, our wind has died out again, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the motor and throw in our motor cell for a bit. Maybe the wind will kick back in this afternoon. Oh my god, I gotta get the good camera! What do you want me to do?
That's a Marlin.
Yes, what do we do?
You have to reel in the other line.
Holy
Just film for now. Dude, smoke out. It's gonna totally smoke.
I'm gonna get the good camera, because this is crazy.
Dude, we don't stand a chance. Oh, it's still on. But I don't know if we stand a chance with this reel.
Wow. Want me to get the other one?
The other what?
The reels.
I need you to motor it that way.
Which way? Towards the fish?
We're gonna lose everything on this spool.
Motor to that? Motor towards it or what?
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Reel in line, then motor towards it. It's gone though, like, it's gonna spool us. Oh, okay. Okay, come on back. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to chase it basically. I don't know. Anything off. Why can't it hit one of the big rods?
It got off, but that was awesome to see it jump. Wow. We didn't stand a chance.
Not with this rod. So we just got the biggest bite that we've ever had. I heard the line go off and I ran back to grab it, and line was peeling out faster than I've ever seen line peel off a spool before. And it was a giant marlin. I'm not sure if it was a blue marlin or a black marlin, but it was enormous. Like, I don't know, what do you think, Brooke, 8 feet?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And of course, we had our big reels out, but we also had 2 lures out on our smaller reels, and it hit one of the smaller reels, so we just didn't stand a chance. It ended up like taking out 90% of the line, and then it snapped off the line when I tightened the drag. But there was no hope of stopping it. Pretty cool to see though. Quite a show.
Today's been a pretty chill day. Not too much going on. I think the most excitement we had was definitely the marlin. But we had a few more dolphins come to visit us and some birds. And the sailing's been really nice today. We've just been taking it easy. We have the staysail out right now. We're doing 4 knots. And we have about 55 miles to go. So, yeah. Gary's reading. I was listening to a podcast. Not very exciting. I like sailing like this though. Oh wow, look at the water right now, Gary. It's green.
Red tide.
We just came through across red tide. The water was so blue and now it's this green color. Yeah, we're just gonna settle in for the night and see what the sunset's gonna do for us.
We just watched the sun go down and we've got about 50 miles to go. So we're just gonna take it nice and slow tonight because we don't really want to get into the Gulf of Fonseca until there's a little bit of light tomorrow morning. So it'll just be nice, easy, slow sailing tonight. We'll probably reef down the main pretty deep and have a nice, quiet, chill night, hopefully. It's been a pretty good passage so far. No complaints. Nice, calm weather. The Pacific Ocean has so far been much easier and more gentle sailing than it was in the Caribbean. It's a less consistent wind, but when there is wind, it's much easier sailing because it's low seas. There's only 1 to 2 foot seas right now, and just enough wind to sail. But I'm gonna go back to reading my book. And I think Brooke's gonna get on the SSB radio and then we'll probably have dinner.
And this is why I appreciate the good times of sailing. We were super relaxed all day, and of course tonight we're getting a squall. So around 11 p.m. I woke up Gary. It was my watch, but I needed help getting our mainsail down, and I saw the squall coming on our radar. So we actually took down our main, and we just have our staysail out right now. But the lightning that we're seeing is crazy. We tried to capture it on camera, but we just can't get it. And yeah, there's a little fishing panga out here as well, so we're keeping an eye on them. Don't know. Hopefully they're doing okay. But it's a massive squall line, and we've seen so far like 25 knots, so the wind hasn't been too bad yet, but the lightning has been unreal. What is it? Is it coming towards us? There's the fishing panga out there. It actually looks like it might be coming toward. It is coming towards us. There's like 4 or 5 men on board. It is my turn to get a little bit of sleep. Looks like the squall is mostly past us now. We did get a little close to the fishing panga, which made us a little bit uneasy. We don't know what kind of fishing gear they have out. And also just being off the coast of Nicaragua and having a fishing panga that close just made us feel a little uneasy. There aren't any cases of piracy here on this coast like there are on the Caribbean side. But yeah, I just kind of feel sad for them. Like, they're in a small fishing boat. They're 20 miles offshore and they're fishing to feed their families, and it's kind of sad to think about what they go through just to eat. Anyway, we have about 20 miles to the entrance of the bay, and we're just going to take it easy until daylight, basically, when we feel comfortable heading in. We've heard there's lots of fishing gear that lines the bay, and it's best to enter at daylight. So we're going to take other people's advice. All right, good night. Good morning. The sun is up. We had a squally night. I don't think Gary got much sleep last night, but the sunrise this morning is spectacular.
We noticed one of our battens busted out of our mainsail, so Gary removed it to prevent further damage. This is a problem to fix on another day.
We are motoring into Fonseca Bay, and the cool thing about this little area is there's 3 countries that have islands here. So right behind me there, that is El Salvador, and then way over here behind me is Nicaragua, and then when we get around the corner we should see Honduras.
Isla Tigre is a 3-mile-wide volcanic island with a population of around 5,000 people. It is a spot often skipped over by many sailors en route to and from Mexico, which is part of the reason this destination is so appealing to us.
Made it.
Welcome to Honduras! Pura Vida, Costa Rica.
All right, it's time we go do the customs and immigration dance here in Honduras. Hopefully this is a little easier than it was in Costa Rica. Salimos de Florida en el año de 2020.
Great, so we just got done with customs, immigration, and the port office. They're all right here on the pier, easy peasy, and we paid $0 to check in here, which I think that's the first time that's ever happened.
Well, not counting like U.S. Virgin Islands or Puerto Rico, but yeah.
Sure, so...
And it only took us about maybe 15 minutes total to do all of it.
So nice. Maybe we'll have to pay something when we leave. I don't know, but really easy. And they told us that there's a restaurant and a grocery store. So yeah, and there's this cute little pier that we're walking on and so many fishing boats. One Life's the only sailboat here in this harbor, which is pretty crazy. It's been a long time since we've been the only sailboat somewhere.
Nice gentleman Victor on the dock said he would keep an eye on our dinghy for us. We'll see what that means when we get back.
Yeah. Of course, our first stop is the ATM. We need some local currency. I actually don't even know what the currency is here.
So we got 2,500 lempiras, which is about 100 US dollars. We only plan to be here for 4 or 5 days, so hopefully that lasts us. We've heard food is cheap here. We'll see.
I'm happy to report that my favorite fast food chain is here in Honduras, Pollolandia. It's our school. Cheers.
Rock and roll,
Rock, sí.
y reggae.
Como John Travolta.
John Travolta. En películas.
Película.
See?
Great, so we found ourselves at a little bar here in Honduras. Everyone's super friendly. We're making lots of friends, drinking beers, and they're FaceTiming their friends back in New York and Virginia so we can have a proper conversation since our Spanish is not very good.
Hola, Alba. Fíjate que quería que me contestara porque te quiere conocer unos americanos y que hables inglés con ellos.
Said I'm here with your friends in Honduras and I don't speak very good Spanish. You're in Virginia.
Grande, po.
Yes, I live in Virginia.
Ah, I'm from New York.
Oh, wow.
And
How's everything over there?
it's great. I sailed here with my
Mamá.
girlfriend.
Esta es mi hija.
And there's your
There's your mom.
¿Sí?
We're at her place drinking beers.
How was your day?
It was great. I'm pretty tired. I'm gonna fall asleep, I think. Look at the sunset.
Good night, everyone. Cheers.
Good morning. So this morning we left the boat and we've been walking for about an hour now up through the town and up toward the top of Isla Tigre.
Yeah, I think we're at the start of the trail now after hiking for an hour already.
I'm already sweating my butt off. We've not hiked in a long time and we think this hike will take us about 6 hours total. And it was really cool to go through the town and we just were greeted by some bulls that were crossing the road here.
Yeah, we're gonna try to make it to the top. There's supposed to be a pretty nice view from up there, so we'll see. It's gonna be a tough one, I think. It's been a while since we did a proper hike.
Yeah. How's the view from here?
It's pretty nice. We're looking out to the north right now and we can see El Salvador. It's kind of cool to stand in one country and look at another.
This trail is really steep. It's kicking my ass. Whew. I think it's kicking Gary's too. What do you think?
I think we're in terrible hiking condition.
Yeah. Wow.
Por adentro. Por aquí, compatriota.
Well, we hiked up to the top and there's somebody who actually lives up there and maintains the towers, the radio towers. So we weren't expecting that.
Yeah, he said that he stays there for 15 days at a time and works, and then somebody else comes for 15 days. And there's a couple radio towers up here that I guess need to be maintained and probably need to monitor the solar and make sure they stay powered up. But kind of interesting to have somebody living on a mountain, on like the top of a volcanic mountain for 15 days. What a wild job.
Yeah, so we're gonna go back down a little ways to where the viewpoint is and have lunch there. But we wish we knew better Spanish. We really need to do a better job of learning.
We were able to ask him a few things, but it's just tough to have a full conversation. We're not, fully conversational, but
yeah, we did sign his guest book, so that was cool. But all right, to the viewpoint. I have a really nice warm peanut butter jelly sandwich for you.
This is disgusting. Oh, what did you put in there? That's not peanut butter jelly.
Fluffernutter.
Yeah, but fluffernutter melts in the sun. It's like the stickiest, grossest thing ever.
We're running low on snacks. Gary's not enjoying his lunch. I didn't think it was too bad.
Yeah.
It was better than our other.
Why don't you give it a shot of this for them?
What do you guys think? Is that a terrible lunch? It's pretty good though, right? It's all over your beard. I think we're gonna hike back down and maybe try to fly the drone from the town.
Pero es nuevo.
Sí, es nuevo. Todo nuevo.
Solo nuevo.
Todo nuevo. Todo nuevo. ¿De dónde vienen ustedes?
Estados Unidos.
Estados
Ah,
Unidos,
Estados
sí.
Unidos.
Sí.
Qué bien.
Vimos en un velero. As we got back into the town, we saw a few men making a brand new fishing net. So we stopped to ask them a few questions about it, and they didn't mind that we took a few photos of them doing it, a few videos of them doing it. So it was kind of cool. They were basically making a whole new fishing net by hand from scratch, which is pretty impressive. It's, you know, a different way of doing things here. You don't just go to the Bass Pro Shops and buy yourself a new net. If you want one, you have to make it. So kind of cool to see. Since we see them out fishing all the time, when we're out on the boat, it was kind of nice to see, and get a close-up view of the net and see them here on land.
Yeah, I think fishing is the only industry here, so it's pretty important that they have those nets.
Sí, Estados Unidos.
The island here is vibrant, filled with lots of colorful fishing pangas and tons of welcoming faces. We couldn't believe we were the only foreigners visiting at the time. We wanted to explore a bit more, so we decided to jump in a tuk-tuk and go to Playa Grande, the island's popular beach hangout. Oh, they're doing fish. Little sharks?
¿Cómo se dice? El nombre tiburón. Tiburón. Y este también. Anguila.
The vivid paint on the fishing boats is a great representation of the vibe here. Cheery, bright, and carefree. After a fun day of walking around and taking in the atmosphere, we enjoyed a delicious seafood meal before grabbing a ride back to the main pier. people of Isla Tigre are incredibly welcoming and eager to open their lives to us. This is one of those magical places that makes sailing so special. If only the whole world could be as warm, colorful, and inviting as this little island.